Hello everybody, this is Sooooooo Katie, and today, I'm sorry if, quality's a little bit, different or something. I'm recording on my tablet because my niece is currently using the laptop. So, yeah, anyways, today I'm making a theory video about everybody's favorite Uncharted Territory character, Fia. Now, I gotta admit something to you guys. For a long time, I really disliked Fia. I was gonna save this for the review that I will do eventually when Uncharted Territory ends, so it will be out in a few weeks. And I know in that one video made a month or so ago, I said I was gonna do it then, but then I realized it wouldn't really make sense because at that time we only had the pilot episode, the prequel to it, and it wouldn't really make sense because we couldn't get a good grip out of characters in just one episode. So I decided to wait until it finishes so I can do a proper review. But today I want to do a theory, because I can't do a theory when the series ends, because then I would probably prove nothing. But then again, Katie did say on the Heroes Discord, which by the way, if you haven't joined, I highly recommend. It's an awesome Discord. Not only can you ask the cast and stuff questions, but you can also chill with a bunch of awesome High Rollers fans. It's a really cool community. Everyone there is so nice. I highly suggest you join. But anyways, the other night, I was on the Discord, and I noticed Katie was answering some questions. So I thought this was a good time to ask some questions about Fia. So I asked her some things, and she had a lot to say. And the things that she said made me start to like the character more. Because at first I thought she was a selfish bitch, and she wasn't really that interesting to me. But then I started learning more about her, and a bit of her backstory. Now, it wasn't her full backstory, because that's what I'm going to be theorizing today in this video, but it was a little snippet. So it got me, feeling for her more, and I learned more about her, and learned more what she was feeling. Because, in the show, when certain things happen, I don't want to spoil it right now, but, when certain things happened, she didn't really show any feeling, and she didn't show any feelings. She just looked like she didn't give a shit. And we didn't know if, she was hiding it inside, because, we just didn't know. And that kind of just, made me dislike her, especially, during the last episode, which I won't spoil, but, whew, by God. But, the last episode of Uncharted Territory, episode 6, oof, especially with a certain character who is my personal favorite being really upset, and nobody, she's just, why? And it made me, something happened and it made me really mad that she didn't really do anything. And yeah, but today but today, on Discord I figured out why. And it made a lot more sense. It made me like the character a lot more. But I will be getting more in depth on Fia's character in the review, which should be out in a few weeks when Uncharted Territory is over. In the meantime, let's get on to the series. Now, we most likely know by now that all Fia cares about is money. She wants that gold, okay? She wants to be like Scrooge McDuck and just dive into a big thing of gold. That's all she wants. And we don't really know why. We don't know why she thinks that. We know a bit of her backstory, especially now with Katie telling us a tiny bit more about it. Not that much. It's not that much of what we heard in the show, but it's a smidge bit more, just a little bit. And so I will be theorizing that today. So I have some of the screenshots here. I'm probably going to put it on the screen right now. All of these are from Katie from the High Rollers Discord. I was asking her about, her backstory and stuff. Are we gonna, explore it at all? And she said, maybe not in this, because there's only so much you could do in 10 episodes, and we're already more than halfway through the series. So basically what she said, though, is that Fia was an orphan. She never had anybody. The only person she did have for a while died, and everyone else has been rotten to her. So, yeah, so yeah, not really a happy childhood right there. Like, not the best, yeah, not the best childhood right there, but, like, okay, so why would she be, like, so obsessed with money? So, like, was she, like, well, I mean, she probably was a street urchin, like, and living on the streets probably ain't that good of a thing, and like I said, she only had one person really caring about her, and that person was just gone one day. Alright, now, just a bit of a warning for this part of the video. We are going to get into some spoiler territory from the last episode. So if you haven't seen episode 6 yet, it's on Yog's Live right now. Go ahead and watch it over there. It's a cool episode. But yeah, I'm gonna be spoiling, like, a major thing that happens in it. Okay, so leave right now, please, if you haven't seen it. And if you already seen it, or you just don't care, hi. Anyways, basically, Katie said, alright, so as you probably know, in episode 6 of High Rollers, 6 dies. And, basically, Fia, like, she was just angry at the world, not because, and, like, she said not because Flisk was dead, but because, they were involved in a trap. And, like, that kind of made me a little bit pissy. But then Katie said this: seeing someone die has shaken her a bit and made her determined not to. Now, I forgot what was asked there, so I don't know what determined not to is. I think it's something about her emotions. Maybe. But then she follows up with this: if she shows a crack, then she's weak. And she can't be weak. Like, damn. The shit's getting deep. Like, so already, we are learning a lot more about Fia. So, what she said, a death has shaken her up. Like, so she did pretty much give a shit that 6 is dead. She gave at least a little bit of a shit. And it shooken her up that he's dead. I don't know if it's because she really cared about him, or that it's someone died right in front of her, or if it's because of something in the past. It could be many of those things. Now, I do have a few more screenshots here, but I'm just going to tell my theory right now. Basically, alright, so I was thinking a lot, like today I was thinking a lot about Fia, and, like, her backstory. It's like, what's going on with her? What does this mean? Like, it's like she really likes gold, and she was a poor orphan as a child, and only one person really cared for her. And that got me thinking, what if that one person Fia cared about died because she didn't have any money? Now, it could be for many reasons, like they were starving to death, or more likely, that person she cared about was really sick, and they ended up dying because nobody gave her medical treatment because they were dirt poor and they didn't have any money. Like, that makes a lot of sense to me, since I had a Pathfinder character like that. Now, if you don't know what Pathfinder is, it's like D&D, but it adds a little bit more stuff in it. Yeah. But basically, I had a character just like that. I mean, she's not exactly like Fia, because, she's kind of the opposite of Fia, really, because instead of wanting to keep gold on herself, she takes it and gives it to other people. But she's like that, and, like, she wants to help poor people and get rid of all, like, the snubs, like, take money from other people, is because someone close to her died because they didn't have a lot of money. So, I think that makes a lot of sense, that she'd be mad at the world for that. Like, she'd be mad at people because of that, and also for, like, treating her rotten, and, like, wanting money so bad. So, if something ever happens, like, she could be okay, but she learned throughout her life, she learned to grow up and build walls around herself, so she doesn't care about people anymore, because she's afraid, what if, like, it happens again, and I can't save them again. Like, it's best not to get too close to people. That would make absolute perfect sense. And, like, who knows, since I'm on a theory roll, because I ended up getting my last theory right in High Rollers, I would just like to point that out right now, because I'm really happy that happened. I mean, it was really fucked up, but I'm really happy I finally got a theory right for once in my life. And yeah, but anyways, I think it'd make a lot of sense. And if you're thinking that doesn't really make any sense, because it's like, why would she want all this money to save somebody if, like, she's building walls and not really getting any close to anybody? And I have a debunk for that. Katie said on the Discord she doesn't know what she wants. She, like, Fia is confused. Like, on one hand, you should do this, so you compare, so, like, when you get closer to somebody eventually, or sometime if you do get closer to someone, and something happens to them, you can help them because you'll have the money to. But on the other hand, what if that ends up failing? And Katie also, and I can confirm, Fia has her doubts, because Katie also said this. She does what she's always done, and anytime she thought of doing something else, she can't go and do it, because what if she fails? She is afraid of failure. I'm just like, it makes a lot of sense to me. It's like, she already failed once for one person she really cared about. So, like, so in her mindset, she's thinking, if I get close to someone again, what if I fail to save them? And if they're in trouble. And that is why and when I think about it, that's probably why she's, like shaken up about Six's death too, because she didn't really get too close to him. So, like, but it's like still shaking her up because she knew him. Maybe it's like she's thinking like, if I get too close to somebody, they'll probably die. It makes sense. Fia has her doubts and her anxieties, and a part of her wants to get close to other people and, like, help them, but on the other hand, what if something happens to them and I can't do jack shit about it? Then I'm alone again. So yeah, that was basically my theory. I don't know if it makes a whole lot of sense, because, like, I did have to cut, like, a few parts out, because I was also, like, as I was doing this, I was also getting up pictures on my laptop and also talking to a few people on Discord. But I think, like, in my mindset, I think it makes a lot of sense. Fia getting money because of something happened to the one person she cared about in her past. But on the other hand, she doesn't want to get close to anybody, because what if that happens again? It just makes a lot of sense to me. I could be wrong, though. I do have a losing streak, but hey, my last video was right. I'm sorry for that guy's in your face. But yeah, Katie, if you see this video and get it totally wrong, but yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm mostly on the spot. Whatever. I'm just making this theory for fun anyways, because, you know, it's been a while since I want to get back into doing theory videos, because it's been a while, and there's still no news on Flux Buddies, like I said. So, and High Rollers is like a plot-driven series, so of course I'm going to make theories about it. It's like of what's going to happen and stuff, what this all means. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Also, before we go, apparently Tom Hazel knows about my channel. I mean, I trolled about it in the Harold's Q&A section, but yeah, he knows about it. He's suing me now. So if the channel goes down one day, you'll know what happens. See ya.